Man, I tell you, oh, this Nigeria is not easy. Oh. So many things happening. Y'all know I live in the bush. Ah, the network has been horrific. Horrific is an understatement. It's been horrible. Trying to put y'all where y'all can see pretty good. So the network has been horrific. Like I said, I have some things that I'm working on. I'm waiting for the people that I'm asking for interviews for, like what is what is in Nigeria, and so they could ask questions as we were doing the interview. So I'm still waiting on it. Get back from the gentleman because they're both men. One is a licensed real estate um, person here in Delta State, and then the businessman is my actual friend that owns a satellite because of the economic situation right now, pinned them down to get actual dates and times so we can get that done. But it's going to get done. So I sent them a list of questions um, that I've interested in constraints. I wanted this to be um, an hour or less. So if they can compound the information that I'm requesting of them in a hey Wendy, how are you? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, because you know what the like I said, I live in the bush, and so it's been so hard to even get network going. But I do have a WhatsApp group, and you're more than welcome to be privy to that WhatsApp group. If you just send me a message via email, I am Angela 17 at gmail.com. I will add you to that WhatsApp group because I'm in constant contact with these people. I talk to them almost every day. So you're more than happy to join that. So in the meantime, my apologies. It's just been horrific as far as trying to even do a podcast. And like I said, these interviews for me are very important. And I'm trying to solidify the information with these two guys so that I can go and interview with them. I know quite a few women that are interested in not only visiting Nigeria, but buying land or doing rental properties and or having access to rental properties that when they do come to be safe to be. So yes. And so let's see. Sorry for all the movement. I'm trying to get you guys in a good space. I know that door is okay. So anyway, so aside from that, trying to secure the second, trying to secure an actual date and time for the business here, the benefits and the issues that you may or may not run in. Because I know the number one thing in Nigeria when you're running a business is securing good employees. Oh, I hear this so much. Getting decent employees here is a big, big problem. Um, because this country doesn't run on time. Um, And I actually did a proposal with the government to do training in different companies to get these people acclimated to learning how to do things on time. People just come, people just come and go to work. Oh, Jesus. See how this thing does? I'm going to have to make something to hook this where it can be secure. Hold on. So it can be like secure. Okay. So, so that's one of the issues. I was saying that, oh, so one of the biggest issues here that I'm learning, this is my power thingamajig. So I'm gonna put this here. Oh, please don't fall. I beg thee. Please don't fall. Let me just hold it. So anyway, one of the number one things that I hear a lot of business owners complain about is trying to get employees. So, um, anybody thinking about doing business here, that is something that would be a concern about is employees because, okay, that's it. They don't work on time. So, this is my seventh country that I've lived in. And this is the first time I've been in Africa, and I've never seen countries that operate like this. Even when I was in the Caribbean, um, they have some bad points too, but not to this degree. So here, people just kind of go in when they want to, leave when they want to. I just, I've never seen anything like it. You can even go into governmental offices and it's just haywire. People just go and come as they please. Um, you go into a lot of the businesses, and I'm speaking here in Delta State because when I was in Abuja, things seemed to be a little more structured. In uh, Lagos, things seem to be more structured because I think because Lagos has a lot more. I think because Lagos is works pretty fast. It's like a lot of parts of it is like living in the U.S. The people are more acclimated to having more foreigners there, so they have adjusted and the behavior is different, the mindset is different. They know about time. They know about you know how important time is. But then when you come this way, the southeast part of Nigeria, uh, they're not really acclimated to time. People are pretty much doing what they want to do. So anyway, um, it makes it difficult to manage businesses if you don't have somebody in the business to keep people structured. If you don't have a good person in your business to make sure people are doing what they're supposed to do, is your investment will not grow at all. So, like I said, I did a proposal to the government here to teach people about time management, how essential time management is, not just for business, just for life. How do you get up every day, put on clothes, and go into a building to work and just go anytime you want, go to any spot you want, leave when you want? That to me, that doesn't even make sense that you think that's functional and that that's going to be able to yield any positive results. It just no. Let me pull this back. So I've seen this type of behavior, and so I did a proposal to the government, to allow me to come in and train some of their employees about how essential that is. That even though you may not have been told that your schedule is 8 to 5 or 7 to 3 or whatever, that common sense needs to take control at some point where you say, in order for me to be effective in my position or be essential to my job position, that I need to have some commonality as far as I should be able to come in every day at the same time, give my time and effort for this position, so that my boss knows when I'm here and when I'm leaving, in order for not only job security, but for me to make an impact in that position. That's just me talking. So I don't see that being really formalized anywhere. So that is a bit concerning. And so that's why I did a proposition for that. And I've yet to have anybody to reach back out to me. I've had somebody to tell me, oh, that's excellent. They would like for me to come in and teach their staff about time management and stuff like that. But here it is, we're in 2024. I did that last year. And they're telling me that funds still haven't been approved by the government in order for them to add my training into their budget. Okay. So in the meantime, uh, things are just, things are just things. Pretty much it's just like I so understand now why Africa as a whole is kind of turned upside down, because the commonality is that nobody's being held to task. You understand? So I think that's the first thing that needs to be dealt with, is that everybody in any functioning role, be it in government or just in job, needs to be held accountable for their ability or inability. And where there is inability, either sufficient training needs to be given, or people need to be dismissed from these positions, because you see a lot of people in very high positions of authority, via be it government or otherwise, they shouldn't be there because they don't have the training, um, people skills, or education to be in those positions, but they're there. Henceforth, why again you see the continent kind of upside down. So yeah, that's something I've been observing since I've been here, because I go to different places, and I'm just always so shocked that and some of these businesses are thriving, and I sit back and I say, how are these businesses thriving? The the skills are not there for the employees or the people that's managing the businesses. There's no uh, real thought processes when it comes to managing the businesses. There's no um, business plans for the businesses, but the businesses are thriving. It's like here, you can build a thriving business if you have the right people just on fly by night ideas. This seems harsh, but it's true. Um, yeah. So, and then you'll also, you'll see other things promoted to a high degree just because a certain person is attached to it, even though I would love to find a good husband, a good, reliable husband, James. Yes. Um, so what I was saying is that this continent, African continent, this Nigeria has so many opportunities. You guys, it would make your head explode. Do you see my eye? It's so much opportunity in this Nigeria to make money, but um you have to get yourself with the right people in order to get the right licensing, the right information, and to get with people who won't con or scam you. Yes, I am of Nigerian ancestry, James. So, but I came here from US. So, but I am a Nigerian citizen. Um, anyway, so anyway, uh, just the ability to buy land alone. And so what I'm noticing also too, I want people to stop thinking that you have to be wealthy to come here. It's a lie. I came from what they call, I was a middle income person in USA, um, making between 80 and 100K a year. Okay, I was doing medical billing and coding, and I was doing medical billing and coding for a major hospital there. And sorry, y'all. Let me do not disturb. Okay. So anyway, I was doing medical billing and coding. Um, I lived pretty good. I lived in a predominantly Caucasian neighborhood, um, more upscale. Had good everything, and I was stressed the hell out. Stressed the hell out. My job was very stressful. I loved it, but it was very stressful. And I had been wanting to come out of not just that job. I just wanted to get away from the US. I just wanted to be free mentally because in US, and I think I covered this on another video, I was even talking to a psychiatrist for depression. So that's how bad things had got for me in the US. Oh, I was just exhausted. I was working 12, 14-hour days, 6 days a week. Yeah, I was making good money. I can go anywhere in the world that I wanted. I traveled extensively. Um, I had so much vacation time that I could spend almost 2 or 2.5 months on vacation. So, yeah, but it, I enjoyed my time, but it was just very stressful. So anyway, I'm saying it to say, when I got married to the Nigerian, of course, it's never, well, it wasn't mine. It's never anybody with a sane mind intent to marry somebody to divorce. No, especially at this age. I'm a middle-aged woman. Why would I marry somebody just to be divorced a couple of years later, like 4 or 5 years later? Who does that? That's very useless, and that's just a a bad mindset if you do that, because some people do it. That's not what I do. And so, but once I got here, and the attempts that I made to salvage my relationship, like with the different businesses, trying to put this man in a situation to better himself and stuff like that, and it just never worked out. Everything that I tried with him always went to shit. Everything that we started with him, it always went to shit. There was never any profit. It was never any profit in any business or beginning of business that I did with him. So that only led me to believe that this was not going to be a person that I could live a productive life with. So I decided to exit the marriage. I exited the relationship at least a year or two before I actually exited physically. And so I've been by myself now for a year. And even though it's stressful, I love it. I love the peace of mind. I love only being responsible for myself because I don't have any little children. I don't have any pets. And so being here in Nigeria and being responsible for just me has been a blessing. Um, of course, I get lonely. Who doesn't, girl? No, of course I get lonely. I would, yes, James, I do have kids, but my kids are in their 30s and they're abroad. They don't live here with me. I'm here alone. I have grandchildren. I have 5 grandchildren. My oldest grandchild is 18 years old. Yeah, my youngest grandchild is 5. So those are the age ranges of my grandchildren from 18 to 5. I know. It was hard for me to believe too. Ah, so I have 2 daughters. One is 36 and one is 34. Um, let's see. Oh, going back. So, being here by myself, like I said, if you, yes, I do, Mr. James. You know why I look this young? It's because I don't let things stress me. People, places, and things. No, if I feel like that you're going to stress me out, as far as relationships are concerned, if I love you and the relationships begin to get strenuous, I like to talk. I like to have a conversation. If we're able to salvage the relationship, of course, I'm willing to do that if I love you and we're going through normal relationship things. But things that I won't tolerate is abuse and cheating. No, there's nothing to talk about when it comes to that point. We can just be done with it. Um, so anyway, I know I touched on my earlier video about being single in Nigeria. And I'm speaking for me, and I don't want nobody coming for me saying, oh, well, why don't you just leave? Because some Nigerians just come and say, well, why don't you just leave? No, don't tell me where to go. I go where I want to go. The hardest thing about being single in Nigeria as a middle aged woman, now I hear it all ages, women are going through things, but I'm speaking for Angela, Atofa, Atofarita, Atofa. What I'm saying for myself, being single here at this age is really difficult because I attract young men and I attract married men. Um, you could say some of them are hearing me talking, they automatically think, oh, if I get involved with her, then she could take me abroad. I cannot, I will not, I shan't. I will never take you abroad. The next thing is people, men are interested in having a fun time with the foreigner because they've not been with the foreigner and they want to have that experience. No, sir. No. I don't do, I don't have open leg syndrome. No, I don't have it. I'm sorry. Um, the next thing is they are looking for a second wife or they want a side piece. And I have been crudely um, uh, approached by men, and they've come straight out and told me, I'm married, but I would like to have you as a second wife, or I'm married, but I want to know you and do this and this. And I'm like, what? Can you let the grannies here know that having a husband classes you? Um, Nigel, what does that mean? Classes you? How does that? I don't understand your question. Can you let the grannies here know that having a husband? Um, I don't know what you mean, but here in Nigeria, if you, especially if you're a woman my age with no husband, in certain areas, it does determine how people will treat you. Um, because they will see you at a mature age and you don't have a husband, they wonder, okay, is she a widower? Um, is she a divorcee? And you will even have people, some people in your village that will try to match you up with people in the village. And I've had that to happen. And I tell them, no, I don't need any of that. The next thing is, um, with me being a foreigner, um, and I try to explain to them, if I had my choice, and this is just being honest, if I had my choice, I would still be married, living my life in a progressive relationship, having a progressive life, meaning for me, the way that I live, every year that I exist on this earth, there should be some progress in my life. There should be progress economically. There should be progress the same financially, emotionally, physically. There should be constant progress every year of existence in your life. If you're not progressing in every year of in every aspect of your life every year to some degree, sorry, see, this is what I'm trying to stop from happening. Sorry. If you're not having progress in your life in every aspect, like I just said, then you're, what kind of life are you living? You understand what I'm saying? Is I just don't want to have that part. Y'all, I'm kind of bracing this on my gate, trying to anyway something else, but then I decided no, let me not curse. Uh, did almost show this thing on. This gave you enough. Ooh, let me do like this. Let me try to do it like this, y'all. Oh, this really ain't gonna work, child. Now. That really is not going to work. But see, let me see how much minutes. Okay, that's still charging. Let me see if it'll stay if I do it like this. That's too high. This might be too low. Girl, this is getting on my nerves. I'm telling you. What is this now? Anyway, y'all bear with me now. I'm trying to get this phone a little where it can sit by itself so I don't have to keep holding it. Ooh. So where do you stay in Nigeria? I am in Asaba, Delta State, baby. Why, James? Are you from Nigeria? Hey, Mr. Kelvin Lugard, how are you, sir? Nigel Walker, James, Bridget, Kevin Lugard. I'm sorry, Kelvin Lugard. Hi, everybody. So yes, I'm in Asaba, Delta State. So, okay, why are we talking about this, Annie? Okay, so I told y'all my thing was happening like dating, how they behave to you when you're a middle-aged woman and you're single. Like I said, not everybody acts like that, but a lot of them do. they would try to, because I'm in a village. We in the village, they always they ask you 1,000 questions. All the eligible men, they will flood you, just come out of everywhere, want to talk to you and stuff like that. And I just tell them I'm not interested. I want back. So anyway, I married a man from a village, and I'm not trying to put him down or anything, but our levels were so different. I would never do that again. So it's always better to get somebody either on your level or higher, not below, because if they too far down, you have to pull them too high up, and it just don't work. So I would tell women, if your guy is in poverty where he is, don't do it. Leave him there, because the marriage it won't work. It's just too much. The difference is just too much. So don't do it. Get somebody on your level economically and education wise, mentally, because and men too. Don't go and get a woman from the village and think you're gonna get anything of substance, because unless you're willing to put in a lot of training with them. And I think it's easier for a man to go get a woman from the village and pull her up, because she'll just be so excited to come out of that poverty into a better life that she will comply and um, conform to things than pulling a man from poverty into a better life. They seem to react differently. So, women, don't deal with men who are economically at a lower level than you, especially when you're talking about uh, dealing with men from other countries. If he's in village and you know your lifestyle um, is way, 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 way higher, don't do it. Leave them where they're at, because it's just going to be a very stressful situation, and you're not going to win, and it's just going to be very disheartening and detrimental to your mental health to keep trying to pull somebody up to a level that, to be honest, a lot of them would never be able to match. um then be, being a woman of a certain age in Nigeria and unmarried. I even have a associate now. She's a Nigerian born and bred. She's 40 years old. And the ridicule that her parents face because she's not married is absolutely ridiculous. So, I mean, I know it's a culture thing. Uh, I get that, but I'm saying, but you, why does it matter how old a person is when they get married? Do we in Africa not realize that everybody don't want to get married? Is it that Africa refuses to believe that not everybody loves children, not everybody wants children? They don't. I have met a couple of women that have children that never wanted them. They just had them because the culture says that they're supposed to have them. And so that needs to be a reality Africa needs to get acclimated to. That one, everybody in Africa does not want to get married. Two, everybody in Africa doesn't want children. Three, that everybody in Africa don't want to be married. Some people just want to be in a relationship. That don't mean you have to go get married, does it? You know what I'm saying? So people, the society is changing. So Africa has to catch up with society. Not saying you have to mimic society, because there's a lot of things from the West. I hope Africa never engages in, especially with that homosexuality and these pronouns of calling people he, she, and all this kind of stuff. If you a man, you're born a man, you a man. I don't care what you change your sex to, and because now you're a man with breasts, now you want me to call you Mr. and Miss. No, no, sir, you still a man. If you was born a man, you still a man. Let that stay in the West. Don't bring that to Africa, because don't nobody want to hear that shit. Ooh, now see that's the kind of stuff that make my blood pressure go up. Forgive me now. Right. And you're right, to why rush. A lot of people, and then most of the people you see with a bunch of children here can't even feed and clothe them. So what is the purpose of rushing people to birth all these children that they, in the end, can't even feed, clothe, or educate? Does that make sense? Just because culture says that if a woman can breed, she should be breeding all these children. Hey, Tanya, it's just that's one thing that I don't understand because they do it in the U.S. too. They do it all over. I keep trying to tell people, we as black people, y'all just listen to me. We as black people, we have some deficits. Slavery interrupted us to a degree where it gave us some deficiencies so severe that has been permeated from generation to generation to generation. And it doesn't matter where we are in this world, those deficiencies shine through no matter where we at, being the first one. No matter where we are in the world, our countries have big economic issues. Why? Why is it every black country on the planet has economic issues? Okay. Every black country in the world, we have internal issues with other black nations where we will war and kill each other. Why? It doesn't make sense. Every black country is suffering from some type of poverty, severe sickness, illness, everything that is terrible. The black countries are suffering for it. Why? Do y'all ever stop and think? Do y'all ever stop and think, why is it that we as Africans, blacks, however you want to classify yourself, why everywhere we are, why do our countries suffer so much more than Asian, European countries? Why? I'm telling y'all, slavery interrupted something with us. All of it, all of us. Y'all got to keep it real. Every black person on the planet, we all have deficits. We all have mental health deficits. All of us. I don't care about y'all saying, "Ah, you better speak for yourself. It ain't me. I ain't got no. You do. You do. Slavery interrupted us in such a way and caused so much chaos in us, and we've been laying that chaos to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. And if y'all not looking around, do you see our generation what it has evolved to? It ain't nothing to be proud of, what I'm looking at. Because if you look at it, yeah, homosexuality is something all over the world. but it is eating the black people alive, especially amongst our men. Why? Sometimes I think, are these Europeans putting some in our food, in our water, in the air in our neighborhoods? How is it that so many black men now are either homosexual or bisexual? How? Why? It's like somebody is trying to take out our defenses to come in and take us all out. You understand? Because a race without men is dead. A race without men is dead. How will we, the black race, survive if all of our men are chasing men? How does that work? As I said, I know there's homosexuality in every race, but look at the astronomical amount of black men that are now homosexual, bisexual. Where the hell is that coming from? Sisters, do y'all ever sit and wonder what the hell is happening? What's going on? Why is all these men chasing the same shit you chasing? Hmm. Girl, look, I do all the time. Even here in Africa, I'm beginning to notice the homosexual men here, and a lot of the women here is trying to be studs. In Africa, girl, let me tell you, the first time I seen a stud here, I almost walked into a pole. Because I couldn't believe here in Africa, they was allowing this woman to walk around with her pants hanging off her ass, cap twisted to the side, she had little locks, grabbing at her crotch, a few tats, and I'm looking at everybody and they looking at me and I said, where the hell am I at? Did I pass out or somebody ship me back to America? What is going on? My friend said, no, you still in the South. I said, the hell? I'm still in the South and they letting this happen. No, now. No, these some habits that y'all don't need to pick up from the West. Ooh. Hey, Wilma Jacobs. Blessings to you. Thank you. That's what I want to know. I want y'all to tell me, is it just me, sisters? Is y'all noticing that it's more homosexual, bisexual black men than y'all ever seen in y'all damn life? I want to know what the hell is happening. Now see how my conversation went to this, because this shit bother me. Even it's coming here in Africa, baby. They just had last year, the police got called for some kind of party. This is here in Nigeria, honey, in Abuja. The police got called and they busted up this party, honey. And it was a bunch of men dressed up as women at a gay wedding here in Nigeria, honey. Ooh, child, when I tell you I almost fell out the floor. That's the part I wish would die. I wish they keep that shit at the West. Yes, women, it's out of control. Now, as black women, all y'all black women that's sitting here on this thing, what y'all think about this? Don't y'all think that the amount of homosexual, bisexual black men is out? Is y'all not seeing this shit? Am I the only one seeing that this stuff is just no, something ain't right about this. Something ain't right. Ain't no damn way we got this many homosexual black men. No way. No way. Oh, girl, you in Atlanta. Lord, let me hold this here. Jesus. That's all you around you. Forgive me, YouTube, but she's surrounded by cocksuckers. Uh-uh. Ooh, girl. Lord, water. They putting some in our air in the black neighborhoods. They putting some in our food. They trying to take our black men out so they can take us out. I'm telling you. Hey, no, can't nobody tell me that all these black men sucking penis and getting bopped in their butt now. Ah, no, sir. I rebuke that. I rebuke that. How was this? Girl, and like I said, it's yeah, Latasha, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I have never, I'm 56 years old. I have never seen this amount of homosexual black men in my life. Where is it coming from? Y'all, we better be mindful. I'm telling you. Because you know they do chemical warfare. And I think that these people is spraying chemicals and stuff and putting shit that's specifically in our food to get our men to this level. There's no way that black men, all these black men that's homosexual, there's no way. I tell you, the way that it's like it's a genocide against us. And the way to take us out is to take our men. Of course, they got to go and take the stronger sex. Our men is some of the most physically, no, they are the most physically strong men on the planet, is a black man. So if you go and you take and you feminize them, then who's gonna be out here to take care of us? Now we some strong women now, but the truth be told, we can't really beat no man. Yes, I'm telling you, Wilma. Girl, I have to hold my head because I think about this stuff all the time. That's another reason why I came to Africa too, because I got tired of seeing all these dick sucking men. Oh, you two big hairy chested men with big muscles and they booty busters. Are you kidding me? It be the finest of the fine booty busted. Child. Oh Lord, this conversation I took a left, baby. But we needed to take this conversation. Well, I'm serious now. Oh, girl, booty busting. I said, what the hell is this? If I don't get my black ass up out of here, all these homosexual men. Oh, child. That's another reason why I started doing online dating. Hey, Colanges, how are you, my dear? So, so what do they think black women supposed to do? I'm speaking for myself. That's another reason why I started doing online dating, trying to find men outside of the U.S. because all these booty busters. Uh-uh. You, I don't understand it. I don't, and I don't care what nobody say. I think they putting something in our food. They doing this intentionally because they trying to take us out. Yes, Wilma. These are some booty busting boys. Ain't nobody got time for that. Child, Lord, no, no, no. I'm like, what? No, baby. No, they can add that there. I want to know, and if it's any men on here, what do y'all think that's happening? This turning all our men homosexual, bisexual. Seriously, I needs to know. Oh God! Now you see, look at Puffless Daddy. I been knew he was a fruitcake a long time ago, even when I lived in New York for some time. He been a fruitless cupcake. But now all of his little fuckery is coming out. And look at all these rappers and stuff that he not engaged himself in. And child, I don't have no time. That's exactly why. That's one of the reasons why I came here to Africa. And that's one of the reasons why I always leave America. I told you this is the seventh country that I've lived in. Always, always, because me and American black men, we just couldn't make it because I can see through they fucking they bullshit and they always just kind of, I ain't saying all of them, because of course. But it's like,
Yes, they are. And a lot of the women is just whores. Whores and sluts. Do anything for $1. She'll make you holler. You understand what I'm saying? I know. Damn. It still go back to this. Somebody's doing something. They know what they doing. Food, drugs, both street and pharmaceutical air. Yes, Tanya. I don't know about y'all, but I've been sick of that shit. Let me sit my happy black ass over here in Africa, even if I got to be by my damn self, honey. Because when I was living over there in U.S., like I said, I worked in the medical field. I don't know how many women of color with HIV, and they didn't even know that their husband was doing men. Child, see, for me, that'll make that'll make your ass come up missing in a desert, baby, somewhere. Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that? See, one thing you better know, if you out here dipping and dabbing and plugging and unplugging and whatever you doing, you better tell people what you doing. See, because everybody ain't going to just let you off with, oh, that's all right. I found out he was doing. No. See, every sister ain't going to be calm like that. Some of them will take you out. That'll be me. Give me some. Give me some. No, I ain't gonna try to sit there and chat with you and ask you why you did it. No, Jaquan, I ain't. We finna get that shit going, cuz just like that, your whole family finna be black dress, brother. Everybody is getting ready to be sad singing flower bringing for you. Give me something, some HIV or some shit I can't, because you wasn't man enough to tell me you like boys, men, whatever. No, baby. Sad singing, flower bringing, honey. Hand holding kumbaya, and that's what they gonna be doing with you. Ain't nobody got time for it. See what I'm saying? That's why I said, Lord, when I started doing it, online dating, I was looking for anybody that wasn't in US, because I said, no, I can't sit here. Because see, these niggas is death traps. They like booby traps on legs. If you sit here and you deal with these black men here, something gonna happen. I'm trying to tell you, Wilma. I'm trying to tell you. Every woman ain't gonna sit there and let you fuck up her whole life, take her health because you playing games. Some of us will take you out of this world. Out this world, baby. You got to go. AIDS and all that other shit that you got to take medicine for the rest of your life. No, cuz. No, cuz. Sad singing flower bringers going the story that's gonna be told about you. Okay. So I said ain't no need for me to stay here, honey. Ain't no need for me to keep my sexy ass over here, especially middle age. I can't keep my sexy ass over here because look at here. If I ain't never did nothing, I keep it all the way live and I tell you the truth. Even if the truth ain't good, I'ma tell it to you. Now it's up to you how you want to deal with my truth that I tell you. And see, these ninjas over there, they don't ain't no truth. And most of them, the ones that's bending over backwards and touching toes. There ain't no truth in them. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into. Then you come to find out you go. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen women come into the doctor's office. I'm telling you, I've seen women come into the doctor's office and the doctor telling them that they got these diseases and women just not believing it, and they telling you that they've been married for X amount of years, that's the only man, and you know these women be telling the truth, especially women my age. Women my age, when I left US 2 years ago, was one of the fastest majority of people with STDs, and the women were shocked that they was having, and come to find out it was their husbands plugging in. Huh? No, baby. I'm trying to tell you what God knows, baby. They say he loved the truth and the truth feels sunny. You about to go meet Jesus face to face, playing with me. But I just, and like I said, I'm beginning to see it here too in Africa. You know, that Bobrisky person, uh, and it's others like him. And I thought we had some kind of law here in Africa with that shenanigans, but obviously we don't because that population, homosexuals, is growing really big here in Nigeria. So I don't know. I just be so shocked they be letting it go on because in Jamaica they kill you. I'm not saying nobody like that deserve death. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that in Jamaica they set you alight. They kill you or they chop you up. They call them bate boy, bate gal. You go over there with that bullshit if you want to. You better hide. In Jamaica, they would chop you to pieces. Here, I don't know. But here in Nigeria, I'm beginning to see a lot of homosexuals. And I just keep saying, it's just hard to believe because I keep reading since I've been up here all these countries that are signing laws to stop homosexuality. But it's the population is growing, especially with these women being studs. I said, no, 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 no. Like I said, I ain't mad at your thing if that's what you into, but I think a lot of parts of the West need to stay in the West. It don't need to come to Africa. It don't need to come to Africa because, for one, Africa is not equipped to deal with where that homosexuality is going to take them. Now, y'all that's over there in the U.S., y'all already see that bullshit that all this homosexual shit is taking the country to. Now, if he's a man, just example, a man go and start taking estrogen, he get breast and he get a BBL and he start wearing a wig, but he still got a penis. He come into a business and you have to use his ID card for something and you address him by what's on his ID card. He can take you to court for addressing him as what he was born as. That you now have to address him as how he feel like he is or who he is. What kind of bullshit is that? Don't bring that shit over here. Don't bring that shit over here. I beg. Don't bring it. Ooh, that was such a struggle for me in US to deal with that, especially working in the hospital. They would come in and I'm looking at their ID, Michael something, and he telling me his name, Michelle. And I'm looking at him and I'm looking at, and is this you? Yes. I said, well, according to the law, I'm going to have to address you as what's on this ID. They'll call you super. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about what you're saying, Mr. Miss. I, Sir, ma'am. I don't give a damn about what you're talking about. I'm talking about what's on this ID, Mr. Michael Michelle. Now, if you can bring me an ID to say your name, Michelle, we'll address that at that time. But while you're sitting here before me and I'm trying to get your paperwork in, which is legally binding, then I'm going to have to address you as what's here. I don't give a damn about how you feeling, Michael Michelle. It says Michael here, and that's how I'm going to render services to you at this time, Michael. Well, I don't like, and I'm a girl. No, you're a boy. You're a boy. That's what this ID says, and that's how I'm gonna deal with this here. If this shit starts to come to Africa, y'all ain't saying shit yet. You talking about yes, that's right, sir, ma'am, him, shim, whatever. I no, I'm telling. Do you know how many altercations that I've gotten into with people when I worked at the hospital for that very same thing, even to the point my employer threatened to write me up one time because I refused to address this man as a woman because he said that's what he felt he was. And I said, sir, well, I'm not in the business of feeling. I'm in the business of transferring the correct information on this document, which is legally binding. And what you have presented today on this ID says Mr. Michael, blah, blah, blah. But you're sitting here in my chair telling me that your name is Michelle. So if you can come back with the document or a state issued ID that says that your name has been changed to Michelle and that you are now living as a female, then I can do that. But until that happens, you're going to be Michael here, sir. And he reported me to my supervisor, and my supervisor was telling me that I needed to address the person as blah blah blah, and I refused to deal with the person. So you could pass that him, shim, whatever. You could pass that thing off to somebody else because I'm not doing all that. See, I said I see what's trying to happen here in this country. Y'all trying to make us all live in delusion. I'm not delusional, bitch. Ooh, I'm not delusional. No, don't. No, I'm not doing none of that. This thing says, Michael, I don't give a damn about this ugly wig wearing, raggedy mouth, shark face is telling me. Mr. Michael gonna have to come back with a state issued ID before I addressed it as her. That's just that. So if y'all want to put me on a suspension or whatever, then I have to talk to my attorney about this because at that time there wasn't no laws in it. I said then we'll just have to have that conversation. Well, no, we don't have to go that far, but we're just saying, being more what? I need to be more connected to this person because here, this gangster mouth, wig wearing, meth head looking bastard is sitting at my desk telling me that he needs some services rendered. And even though he giving me a state issued ID, he telling me, forget this state issued ID. That's who I was born. But I'm going by Michelle. No, bitch. You still Michael. Michael with less teeth, but you still Michael. Okay. And that's how I'm gonna register you. But girl, let me tell you, I'm someone, I'm a trip and a half. So, but anyway, like I said, it's coming here. It is it's reaching Africa. And I'm just wondering what Africa's gonna do and how far are they gonna allow these people to go? Because just like with the influx, because my kids are on the West Coast, specifically Arizona. I'm looking at the centipede, y'all, and he trying to come over here. And I just to get this bastard away from me. I don't know why you coming over here, Mr. Sir. Run somewhere else, play with somebody else. Um, with the influx of all the immigrants. Y'all better be ready for that too. Now y'all see all these immigrants coming from Central and South America. Now in New York, I have friends in New York. They telling me how they is moving. A lot of my friends moving from New York to Florida because they telling me they area is such an influx of immigrants there that the people is sleeping in the hallways. The people is all over outside of the areas. It's not set up campsites and stuff like that. That you can't say nothing to them. That they will cuss you. They fight. They steal. What kind of America y'all living in? Girl, I keep telling y'all this black and you sisters that are married to African men, y'all better be working on getting y'all citizenship. Even if you don't never come here, get y'all citizenship because when the shit hit the fan, and it will, when the shit hit the fan over there, y'all have to find somewhere to go. I'm trying to tell y'all. Because what's going to happen once them immigrants finish brushing through there, they get thousands of immigrants coming in the U.S. every day. Do y'all not see that these immigrants are getting more freedom and more benefits than y'all black asses over there? Do y'all not see what's happening? Now we already ass in on the totem pole already. Now with this influx of all these illegal immigrants, where y'all gonna be after this? That's other things that I. That's another thing that kind of pushed me too. I said, now look at here. Now I'm right here in Arizona. I'm right on the border. Every time I turn around, I used to see these buses stopping off, and they would just let them off. They don't track them. They don't get no information from them. They just let them. You better keep it renewed, Wilma. They don't track them. They don't ask them no questions. If it's any minors unaccompanied, the minors will come. They family from whatever country they coming from and say, "Well, I have a cousin in Texas. I have a cousin in Cali," and they'll call that cousin. They come pick them up, and where the hell you gonna be at? I keep telling black people, y'all asses better get ready. Y'all better get ready now. They got some plans for our black ass over there in America. See, they don't want us there anyway. That's why I keep telling y'all to migrate y'all chocolate asses over here. If you gonna be in a person's land that don't want you there, building them up, securing riches and wealth for them, and then as soon as they get the opportunity, they will not only lock your ass up, they will kill you on sight, and they will make you beyond a dog. They will put you below a dog. Yeah. A dog has more value than our black asses. Do y'all know? Y'all better know. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all better be prepared. But this was happening. This whole shit has been rigged up. And it's like they want to recolonize us, but they gonna be recolonizing us in a different way. I'm telling you. Black people, every black person that's able need to get a damn passport. I'm telling you, y'all get a damn passport because the shenanigans haven't started yet. Now, y'all look on the news how disrespectful these immigrants is. Oh God, they just they even gathering themselves. They raping people, killing people, just running into people they houses and taking over their houses. If they seen their house has been vacant for some time, they busting it open and going in and staying there, refusing to go. Girl, y'all better get ready. Cause like I said, black folk, we ain't seen that. This different colonization that's coming to us. Well, some of us have imagined it, and that's why we've left. Because my fear is to kill somebody. Hmm. Yeah, put your ass in prison with the quickness. It sure is, Wilma. A passport as a black person is your best investment. Because, like I said, when this shit hit the fan, and it's gonna hit the fan soon, eh, they say in the next 10 years that America is gonna be like a third world country. It's already halfway. And then if y'all go, okay, I don't know the station, but it's um they show you all the drug addicts in Philadelphia. Now, if you go and you look at California, even when I left Arizona back in 21, no 22, when I left Arizona in 22, and you see that the West Coast is like a drug den. All you see is homeless dope heads, meth heads, or that fentanyl. If you look at Philadelphia, they even have a YouTube channel of all the drug addicts in Philadelphia, where they openly shoot up and do everything on the street. It's just a drug den. Man, listen, y'all, I love y'all, and I'm telling y'all, get y'all ass a passport so y'all can get ready to come out there because it's gonna be something terrible. It's gonna be something terrible out there in them streets. U.S. is really falling, and they really gonna try to colonize our ass one more time. When I say colonize, I mean black folk. They really gonna try to get us in. So y'all better get something on your mind. I'm telling you, and have a plan. Always have a plan B because when this stuff yes, Kensington and Philly, yes. I don't want to tear your name up, so I'm just gonna say Faison. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kensington. That's it. So, and that's a very for me mind sobering channel to look at to let you see just the state of despair that the America is finding itself at this point. That land of milk and honey is no more. It has depreciated to a level.
that is below Nigeria. So I tell Nigerians all the time, the ones that want to what they call japa or leave the country, that you guys have such uh, a distorted image of what you think America is. And I said, most Black Americans are running back to Africa because of the behaviors towards us. And then y'all taking y'all asses over there thinking y'all gonna be treated better. It's not. You still a nigga, nigga. You understand? You still a nigga. So, but they running over there, but I used to. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. You see what I'm saying? So we have to, we as Black people, we really have to start looking at sobering facts. We really have to stop living in delusion, and we really have to face the cold hard facts. And the cold hard facts is US don't want our Black asses there. They never have. They never will. Um, and if you are a Black person and you have the ability to get a passport, I encourage all of you to get a passport. Don't mean you have to go nowhere, but have it just in case, because shit will hit the fan. So, how did you like the Gambia, Faison? I have a friend in the Gambia. Yeah, just as Black people, I beg, just everybody, all of you that can, get you a passport, keep it renewed your every 10 years, just so when that shit hit, you'll be able to come up out of that place and go somewhere, preferably, to the continent if possible. But if not, of course, you go where your heart sends you. But it's just very disheartening to see the country just it's the type of erosion that I see transpiring with the United States at this time, because it's just like it's not it's not really mind boggling. Um, we already anticipated that some time ago when we saw the influx of immigrants, when we saw the influx of drugs coming through the borders. We predicted that this would happen eventually, but it has happened actually quicker than what we had predicted. And so here it is. So that means that the absolute destruction of U.S. is going to be even quicker. There were predictions that it would be a third world country, in the next 20 some years. I see 10 or less. It's going to be an absolute shithole. Yes, honey. Yes. It's just it's just very for me is a very sobering fact. And the fact that I'm here in Africa, and I'm praying that they don't adopt uh, some of these things that they see in the West, which I am seeing some things occur that gives me some concern. But that I just hope, because of the type of uh, what do you call it, government people that we have, it's kind of concerning that they may allow some things to pass just to keep getting money, or to be in these societies, um, um, engaging with Europe, that they may be more prone to get involved or allow certain behaviors to happen because they want to be a part of a certain society. But we'll see. It's just like I said. I never thought in my life that I would see homosexuals in Africa, but they're all over the place. So, um, and like I said, I'm not saying because a person is homosexual that they're supposed to be killed or whatever. No, you live your life. But if you're gonna be like how they are in the U.S., out doing all that protesting, saying that you should have a right to, be homosexual and show your homosexual love, and if you a man that think you should be a woman that you want to be able to wear heels and shit, no, take that shit to U.S. Keep it in U.S. Don't bring that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring it over here. Ain't nobody got time. If you want to be a homosexual, be a homosexual. But if you want to be a homosexual and you a man and you want to dress like a woman, go to U.S. Keep that over there. Don't bring that here. Ain't nobody got time. Now you might just don't bring it over here. There ain't nobody got time for that. It's just oh y'all back. So anyway, so Ghana. So now I don't know if for Faison, yeah, you're saying Ghana is better, but Ghana is having a economic issues. So their economy is tanking badly. So I don't know what you mean by better. So economically, Ghana is a shit fest. So you said they have homosexual in the Gambia and Ghana. Yeah, they have homosexuals everywhere. The point of it is you can be homosexual. That's your choice. Nobody can stop you from doing it. What I'm saying, and this is just my own personal um response. If you're gonna be a homosexual, you can be a homosexual. Nobody should bother you because you're homosexual. The bother would be if you are here on the continent and you're homosexual, and if you're a man who wants to dress as a woman, come out to a public place and wants the public to address you as a woman. That's where I draw the line. Hell no. Take your ass to America where they will let you entertain that delusion. I don't think that shit belongs here on the continent, and I hope they never allow that. If you're a man that thinks you are supposed to be a woman, you can do all that in your community or in your household, but you can't bring that shit outside, come to a public place, be a man, and present ID as a man and think that we're supposed to address you as a woman. Fuck that. No, go to US and let them entertain that delusion. I just feel like I hope Africa never indulges that because that would be opening up a can of worms. And like I said, that's just my opinion. And it just is what it is. Not saying anything about the homosexuality because a lot of people are born that way and they can't help that. I'm not saying that. But I've said what I said. If you are, male and you want to dress as a woman and come out in public and you want us to address you as a woman, no, I'm not doing that. Because now you're trying to force me into your delusion and I'm not delusional. So no. I got out of that shit when I left the USA. That's the best thing that I could have done because living there, they see this is what I'm saying. So you living in a country that can prosecute you in a court of law for lying, but they make a law to make you lie. How can you address a person born a man just because they have a sex change and you call them a woman? That's not a woman. That's a man that had an operation to become a woman. So he's still not a woman. He's a person that had his penis chopped off. So does that make you a woman because you got your penis chopped off? No, you don't have any ovaries. You don't have any fallopian tubes. You don't have anything that makes a woman, so you're not a woman. So that's a delusion. That's a lie. And so, no, I'm not entertaining any of that. I'm just, no, I'm not doing it. So, yeah, I'm just, anyway, I got on this tangent because, like I said, even though I'm here in Africa, I think about that a lot. Is some of the things that really pushed me to come to Africa, and the things that I talked about as far as the men being bisexual, homosexual, the lack of finding decent black men that were able to manage themselves, economically. uh, Even in my sphere of work, and we made good money, and I met men that were on my level or above, and they were still barely making it because they weren't managing their money well, or they were living a promiscuous life where they were trying to entertain too many people at one time, so they was always living above their means. So um, uh, just a shit show. And so then coming here to Africa, even though my intent was to be married, stay married, that didn't work out. So I decided to still stay here. And trying to meet somebody, being a middle aged person, is very difficult. And I don't know, maybe Nigeria is not, for sure, Nigeria is not the place that I'm going to spend the rest of my life. I know this for sure. But it's where I'm going to be for the next, I'm gonna say 3 to 5 years for sure. I'll be here, but after that, no, definitely not. I would be. I really want to go to Botswana, Seychelles, Rwanda. Uh, there's a couple of places I want to go, but my number one, I would like to go to Botswana and see how that is. Yes, Faison, right. And they need to stop talking about hurt damn feelings and talk about how it's affecting the society. I don't give a damn if your feelings hurt. If I'm saving millions, if I'm saving millions in my society, and for a few specks of people who feelings hurt, well, I could care less. No floating voters. I'm not in Ghana. I'm in Nigeria. Why are you asking? Who is floating in sorry, Floating Voters TV. Oh, Floating Voters TV. What do you do, sir or ma'am? So if you invite me over and pay me a ticket to come, if you want me to speak, I will surely come. Yes, I will. Floaters, Floating Voters TV. So anyway, yeah. So that's been my thing. And when people ask me, especially with me being in the village, they say, "Oh, today's my first time. Let me subscribe to your channel." Okay, thank you. When people ask me, "Oh, how can this American come here to Nigeria and then be living over there in the village? Like, why would she be living in the village? Why wouldn't she go and live in what they call a highbrow area, which is a wealthier area? Because I live where the hell I want to live." Okay, Wilma, we'll chat later. Okay, invite me. It's in First Savings Dollar Store in Arizona. I've never heard of First Savings Dollar Store. Okay. All right. Thank you for the information, Wilma. Nice chatting you. You too, Wilma. Thank you. You stay blessed as well. So, anyway, what was I saying? Y'all see how I get off topic. Like, oh yeah, like why is she there in the village? People are people stay in your pocket so much about when I say stay in your pocket, people like to assume what you have. For, and it's all Africa like that. They think just because you come from the West, you're rich. It's a damn lie. If you guys do your studies, most of the people that are moving to Africa from US are people such as myself. We are um, middle income people coming from here. I mean, coming from US to here, middle income. So making from 50 to 100K a year when we were working. And so that's most of us that are coming here. You don't see many that was making over 100K. There are some, but not many that are coming here and living. My suggestion is to research wherever you want to go. Well, please, and have someone that you trust before you do that. I don't. But I'm saying I've been here for a couple of years now. I'm okay. So I really don't care what people say because people are entitled to their opinion, you know. Because opinions are like assholes, right? Everybody got one. So I'm here. I'm cool. I'm comfortable. I know what I'm working with and how I can manage myself, and so that's why I'm where I'm at. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. And okay, before I end this, I want to say any if there's any Nigerians or any Africans on here, I just have a question. People from abroad, you wouldn't have the answer. So, as a middle-aged person that's trying to date, what would you suggest in order to find a decent partner? Because it is hard to find um, decent single people to date as a middle-aged person in Nigeria, especially here in Delta State. Oh, when I say these men lie, oh my God, they can lie for days. Lie, oh God, they will lie. And say they don't have wife. Uh, it's just too much, just too much. I mean, the other places where you want to travel. Yes, that's true. That's true. I will. I'm definitely doing that phase on. So, what's your suggestion for middle-aged people dating in Africa? Anybody that has suggestions for middle-aged people, men and women, what do you suggest is the best way to meet a suitable mate in Africa, or specifically Nigeria? If you're a Nigerian and you know about this topic, please drop your information there. That would be fantastic. Um, but other than that, I'm just here doing my thingy thing, and I don't know. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying the peace. I'm just ready for my businesses to start going. But like I said, I just started these businesses in October. I know everything takes time, and I'm just trying to manage myself. Um, if I don't make money soon, I'm gonna have to come back to the USA for some time to work so I can make money and then come back. Uh, I don't want to do that, but I will. Well, anyway, so my plan was to do that anyway. When I was married, the plan was that I would be coming to the U.S. every year for like 5 or 6 years to be saving up money to assist in building a house and getting all that stuff together. So now that I'm alone, that's still my plan because I'm still going to build my house and do my things and whatever. Somebody said, what if you get married and he has his own things? My plan is still to build my house. I'm still going to build a house for myself and my children and my grandchildren, and so they have somewhere to stay, even if I am married. Even their wives will lie or come up. Girl, ain't now you know that's the truth, don't you? Ah, don't you know? It's true fact. I'm chatting with women now. A Nigerian man is online. I forget the name of his channel. He is sharing all that information about how Nigerian men lie to foreign women to get married and they can already be married. But y'all have to know if a man here does a traditional marriage, he can marry as many women as he wants to. It's when he does a court marriage that he can only marry one. But if he only did a traditional marriage with the woman, he can marry other women. And so that's what most of them do. Most people here in Nigeria don't do court weddings, they do traditional weddings. So that opens several, well, it opens the door for several problems if you have a promiscuous man. Yeah, it does. So that's not good. But anyway, so I have a couple of women that I chat with that are in my WhatsApp group. I told you I have a WhatsApp group. If you want to be a part of the WhatsApp group, send me an email to iamangela17@gmail.com, and you can join our WhatsApp conversations. I engage with these people every day. So anyway, there's a couple of women that I deal with. One married somebody, and then she found out that it wasn't legal, and then another one is married, and she's thinking that the person that he is telling her that's a relative is actually his wife. So yeah, and I know they do that. So and that's unfortunate because um to date I've not heard any other women, because I have associates that I know that are married to foreign men that are not African, and I've never heard any of them that we talk about when women marry African men. So that's again to show you the deficit that we, and and that's something that we have passed down from generation to generation, and the only way to get past that is to talk about it, because there is definitely issues within our race. The things that we do to each other is just so fucking despicable and so ridiculous that it's just mind boggling. You know, I don't know if you can find my WhatsApp face on. That's why I said to send me an email to iamangela17@gmail.com. When you send me that email, then I can send you my phone number, and then I add you. So that's how that would work. Hello, Brenda. So, with that aspect being said, that why and then our men, like I said, I love black men. It's y'all the ones I married. I was engaged to a Hispanic man, and I didn't marry him because that thing to deal with black men just overpowered everything. And sometimes I wish I would have married him because I think I would still be married. But just the training that always having that I'm supposed to be with a black man, I'm supposed to be with a black man. So, but it's like our men, black men, are the most physically powerful of all races. Oh, so y'all. So anyway, as I was saying, I said black men are the strongest men physically on the planet, but the most despicable when it comes to monogamy and relationships. It is so disheartening when you see the level, even, and, it's just true. You can go on YouTube, person, why black men kill black women at an alarming rate. Why? So until we can sit down and have these conversations as to why we are in these deficits that we find ourselves, as a race, we will never progress. We've not progressed in hundreds of, uh, even though we saying we have, we really haven't. We came from one slavery into another slavery, but people think we free. We not free. We never been free. We got free from one level and got and captured into another. So we as black people, we still not free. You have to get it. There's such a deficit. There's such a deficit mentally in black people that we don't want to grasp and conversate and see how do we fix these deficiencies that we have, because nobody wants to acknowledge that the deficiencies are there, and there are many amongst us, many deficiencies that we continuously we pass, inherit. It's just mind-boggling that we've not had some kind of forum with each other and sat down and said, hey, this is what I see, you know, let's work on this and go forward. I mean, yeah, yeah. An example, our music. Look at our music. We the only race of people that make music that disgraces our own people. Our women, bitches, and hoes music. We the only race ever thought. You don't say black. I put it. Can the race that do that? Why? Oh, yeah. See, y'all ain't ready for no serious conversation with me, because this is stuff I've been asking all the time. What is wrong? Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us as a race of people. We have some severe deficits, severe deficiencies, and our men are the weakest link. A race is only as strong as the men there to protect it. We don't have any men protecting our race, and that's why it's all over the place. You don't see no other race going through the trials and tribulations that we're going through. You don't see no other race that make music about killing and disrespecting their own. You don't see no other race that kill their women at the rate that we kill our women. You don't see no other race with the incarceration levels that we have. You don't see why? Why? We's a sad people. We's a real sad people. I'm gonna tell you that. We's sad. It's called grief. What? Everything. I explain to me why you say it's called grief. Everything is politics. What do you mean? It's why do you say it's called grief? I don't think it's called grief. No. I definitely don't think. I think it's called genocide. Self genocide is what I call it. You know, self genocide. Um, corrupt character, moral turpitude. Um, is this is mental side? Oh, I never heard that before. Okay, it's mental side. Oh, I'm not familiar what mental side is. I have an idea, but if you want to elaborate more, what do you mean mental side? It's rewarded with money. We need space to heal. Amen. I agree with you. It's rewarded with money. We need space to heal as peoples. We definitely do. And we definitely need to be more vulnerable to tell our truths, because your truth is not my truth and my truth is not yours. We shouldn't be made to think that what we have on our mind to say needs to fit a specific um, a specific title or a specific theme. Your your truth is your truth and my truth is mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. we can't judge somebody for telling their truth. You know, that's their truth, is their perception of that truth, and so you work it from there. But I think the thing is, people don't want to be ridiculed. People don't want to be looked at a certain way, and so they say and do things just to fit in that community box, and where it makes it more acceptable to digest. Me, I don't give a fuck how you digest what I say to you, because I'm just going to tell you how it is, how I'm feeling, or what it is that happened to me, and I'm going to communicate it to you to the best of my ability. Now, if you can't deal with what I've said to you, then fuck you. That's just what it is. I could care less about how you feel about what I'm saying. Why would I care about how you feel? Because I'm telling you my truth and what has transpired with me and how it made me feel. Because I'm telling you the rawness of that emotion at that time. And if you feel some type of way because I'm sharing it with you, and it's something you don't like, or you saying, or maybe I was too vulgar, or you don't like the words, or it made such and such look a certain kind of way, I can give one third of a fuck about how you felt, as long as that's my truth. So, right, Tony, we do. 100%. They love to keep that false representation of themselves going. And I don't know why, just like social media, all these fake lives people be living. And then you turn around and find out that these people's life ain't like you see it anyway. Need to do. We just black people unity to years will get in. There's a lot of tech savvy youth that we have, especially in Nigeria. You know, Nigeria has the largest population in Africa. Nigeria, our population is like over in your own. You are truth. I'm just making a comment. So no, 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 don't take it that way. I wasn't. I never took it that you were challenging me. I was just making a comment. So yeah, I think there's some confusion. So no, you speak your thing. I'm speaking mine. I didn't take it offensively. So anyway, that's that thing, honey. So like I said, a WhatsApp group, a Angela, they topics and stuff to get. And we want to do live streams, so the interviews. So if once I find out when we're gonna do it, I will post it on my YouTube page. And so then whenever we do the actual live feed, um, you could already have pre-written your questions. So when we are actually doing the live, you can, type your questions in so they can answer it as we go. Yeah. Hey DC, how are you, my dear? Yes, I'm good. And you know that I had malaria. So I had malaria last week, and so I'm still recouping from that. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, that malaria is just really a pisser off her. So I had malaria. So I always like to take the 3-day pills. Oh, sorry, Kiro. It's because the wind is blowing here. I'm in a bush. So when the wind blows, the connection goes and everything just goes to shit. So that's another issue that I'm having. Sorry, Kiro. Nice to see you, DC. Long time. Long time. So, yeah, so those are those things. And then like even trying to are you able to comment back if anyone else in the chat? Can you please type it to me? Can I type it in? Let me see. Oh, wait. Why don't I want to type a poll? Anywhere I can type anything. But anyway, my email is iamangela17 IAMANGELA17 Kiro, did you get it this time? Yeah, because it's not letting me. I don't see a place where I can respond. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't see a place. Can I talk? Hmm. Hmm. See. Yeah, I don't see where I can type anything. Oh, pin message. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I don't want to pin that now. Yeah, it won't let me. That's weird. Okay, okay. Hmm. Okay. Anyway, it's I am Angela 17 at gmail.com. I am Angela 17 at gmail.com. I'll send the 53. So it's generator you're on tonight. That's my gen there. Gas is so expensive. It's like $6.90 per liter. So I've been trying to restrict how I'm utilizing. Ever since y'all saw that snake video, so ever since I but anyway, I'm gonna be out. Thank you guys for attending. I hope we had an interesting conversation today. I apologize that I've not been able to speak with you guys previously, but like I said, the network has been terrible. I had malaria, and so this is the first day that I felt decent enough to really have a prolonged conversation. But I am always on WhatsApp chatting to the group. So again, if you want to join my WhatsApp group, it is I am Angela 17 at gmail.com. Add you to it. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for attending. I'm out. Bye.